What is up, guys? Madman12 here. Today I wanted to be talking about Vanity. She passed away February 15th of 2016, and I always wanted to make a video like right away. It was pretty rough because so many things were going on, and also when I heard when she passed, I was pretty devastated. So it was kind of hard to make a video. It took me quite some time, and I did get her book, which I will be showing towards the end of this tribute video. And so what I wanted to say was Vanity. Her real name is Denise Mathews. She was born January 4th, 1959. And I'm not going to get into everything. She was trying to get into stardom and get into fame. And she would do like certain commercials. She would try to become a model later on down the line. But she was too short to become a model. But she didn't give up. She kept on trying to see how far she can get. And eventually she did make it to do several B-list movies and stuff like that. And she's really known for The Last Dragon. And of course, the name Vanity came when she met Prince. Originally, Prince wanted to name the trio that, of course, she had a group called Vanity Six. And he wanted to label them as Vagina Six, but she disagreed on that name, which I'm glad she did. And so I know some people are probably like, it's just sad that some people are extremely harsh in this world. She landed on drugs, she almost died, and then she turned her life around. And but before that, she was famous. She didn't care. She didn't listen. We all go through stages in life. Being young, she was like 20-something years old at the time of when she filmed The Last Dragon. I believe she was probably 24, because usually the films are done a year before, and then they're released like the following year. Of course, everybody makes mistakes, especially when you're young. People land on drugs, and things happen. She probably thought, well, of course, what she said was, I guarantee you, or something like that, I won't get hooked on it if I try like the crack cocaine. And it's sad that she got into the crack cocaine thing, because that really destroyed a lot of her organs, a lot of that drug abuse that she was suffering, and the drug addiction that she was going through really took a toll on her life, where she had like several strokes. She had to have like a kidney removed, and she literally almost died. And again, people are going to be harsh. Oh, but she wasn't like that when she had that image and this and that. Again, I'm not famous, so I can't really say how the fame would feel. But when you become famous is, I guess, in the sense that you embrace it with the fact that a lot of people know you now, and you're becoming well known. Of course, as a singer, she did release several albums. I believe one was Skin on Skin, Wild Animal, and something else. What's crazy is that she didn't have a bad voice. She really had a very sexy, seductive, attractive voice. And the woman was stunning, where I felt she could have been a model if she truly wanted to pursue the career. And the acting thing, I think she really would have gotten it down packed, because she had the good looks, the very good looks. She had the sex appeal. She had, this image about her, and she had an incredible killer smile. And her skin complexion, her hair was just, there was just something about that woman that she was just very attractive, like so super gorgeous. And I see it as, again, a lot of people make mistakes in life. You're young, you land on drugs. There's some family members that I have that landed on drugs, so I know the effects that can take physically on your form, on your body and everything. It really damaged her. Now, of course, she was upset with, I guess, with the way how her life had turned out, because she literally almost died. And I wouldn't say so much upset, but she just wanted to turn her life around. And some people might say again, oh, well, she tried to find God after she literally almost died or whatever. Sometimes it takes those things to happen. I lost several family, a whole lot of family members, which I'm not going to get into. And it really took a toll on me. It really, not just me, but everybody that's out there in the world who lost several loved ones. It affects you mentally, and physically it can affect you too, of course. Some people might say, yeah, it's a death, you move on and things happen. But getting back to Vanity, Denise Mathews, she was a very incredible woman. She was intelligent. She was sassy, and she had this sexy attractiveness class to her that, of course, when I used to watch The Last Dragon, I remember that I used to do the whole Bruce Leroy karate thing, and as the movie was playing as a kid, and again, I was so attracted to Vanity, to Denise Mathews. I mean, every guy had a crush on her. The woman was stunning. She was so sexy, so gorgeous, beautiful. And her personality shined. And, she wasn't conceited. She wasn't the type to brush people off. And I'm really glad, in one sense, that I was able to email her. And she did respond to me. This was in 2010. And within that year of 2010 is when I got a book for myself, and I got a book for my aunt. My aunt was a huge fan of Vanity. She loved Vanity. And Vanity, Denise Mathews, she also appeared in some Playboy magazines. And again, sometimes the fame can really do a significant amount of damage to you, because some celebrities, it's bad in some sense, because you got the paparazzis trying to jump over your, the wall of your house just to snap pictures of you doing whatever you're doing, whether you're taking a sip of iced tea. They're just trying to take all these pictures of you, as many pictures as they can. And again, it's really messed up to have that type of non-privacy in your life, because there's no way you can be private, because they're on top of you 24/7. Everybody knows you. So of course that's the price of fame that some people pay for. Some people like the fame and they like the attention, but then again, of course, the paparazzi, they cross the line. And it happens with several celebrities. They don't want to get out of the way. Or you can start getting into your car, and you literally gotta either start your car or try to do whatever you can to get them out of the way. So she met Prince, and Prince said that he saw his own reflection, but a female version of himself. Now, I don't know if, I guess you can say that might be true love, or it might be real. So I see it as a thing where it could be true love, maybe not. But again, every relationship has a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster ride. There's no way in hell you're going to be holding hands all day and saying, oh yeah, smiling all day and holding hands. No, everybody goes through arguments. Everybody goes through disagreements. And that's whether it's a friendship, a relationship, that's what it boils down to. Anyway, but back to Vanity, so not to jump off track. And she went through so much in her life. Then come to find out, her father was physically abusive to her. And that could really have an effect on your mental state. Not knowing what somebody's going through is one of the roughest things that the individual who's going through, other people won't understand, because they don't know unless they've been through those situations. Like if somebody lost their mom, then they can relate. It's so you don't know what somebody's going through growing up, their upbringing. But at the same time, I give her credit, because she really pushed herself to try to get out there, to get very well known. And she, a lot of people, they kind of brushed her off in a sense, and they kind of just they kind of just left her as is, just like that. And I see it as in a sense that, this woman, she did it. She tried to become a solo artist, and yeah, Prince helped her, but he also damaged her in a sense. Relationships after a breakup it could be a down spiral fall for you. So anyway, jumping back to Vanity, Denise Mathews, I'm glad, and I was able to get her book back to the email that I was talking about. So I emailed her, and she replied back to me, and I'll see if I can put the email up, the response. But let me tell you something, she's one of the most sweetest persons, down to earth, who existed in life. And it's just such a sad tragedy that she passed away at a very young age, because I believe she was 57. 57 years old is young. It's a very young age, because you haven't even really made it to like 80 or 90. 90 is like when you're already up there. And it's sad that at one point, I think the end of her GoFundMe page hit like 6,000 and some change, because she had all these bills that she had to pay. She had to do dialysis 5 times a week, and that really takes a toll on your body. But she turned her life around, and she decided to turn her life to Christ and to God. And again, all these people, everybody has their own beliefs, and everybody's beliefs should be respected. It should be respected, and it shouldn't be disrespected. Whether you're a person who believes in God or not, or you believe Allah or whatever it is, Jehovah, then that's cool. That's your thing. But it's sad that she went through so much in her life, and she was disgusted with that image that she wanted to portray as Vanity, because she said it, that she was sad, that she would cry. And again, nobody knows what happens behind closed doors. It's like you could see a couple out in the streets holding hands, smiling. Some people might say, hey, you know what? That couple, I don't think they ever fight. But you don't know what's happening behind closed doors. Anyway, again, back to Vanity and the book. So she decided to write the book. I got the book. I'm really happy. She autographed the book for me. And she was so nice enough to autograph my aunt's book. And again, my aunt, she knew Timok, and she knows Timok. So I'm just like, it's crazy. And even Timok spoke about her in a very nice way, not disrespectful, but he was saying that most of the time she called him, she was high. And again, every guy fell in love with Vanity, with Denise Mathews. And this girl, she just had something about her, especially when she was developing an awesome career. She played in Action Jackson. I forgot the guy's name from Predator, the black guy's name. But yeah, she was in that movie, Action Jackson. She played a hell of a role. She also played, I forgot the name of the movie, with John Stamos. John Stamos is from Full House. And she also played a role with him. And she also did a movie called Tanya's Island. And yeah, I mean, it's sad that some people are quick to bash and just be like, oh, well, yeah, she didn't turn to God when she was famous. And again, everybody goes through phases in their life. Well, you don't know what somebody's going through behind closed doors. Yeah, she may have gotten the fame, but then again, she might have had some regrets about being famous. Because again, all these things, they take tolls on you. Again, I don't know what it's like to become famous, but at the same time, I can't even imagine that you can't even be in peace. Like, you can't even go to the restroom to take a dump, because you got literally a paparazzi right there in front of your bathroom windows taking a snapshot of you while you're ready to take a dump. It's like ridiculous. But she even was a bit creative in several interviews that I've seen her in, that she was able to kind of like, she made certain dresses and stuff like that. If you see like certain interviews, she talks about how she designed some of the stuff. I truly believe, had she not landed on drugs, I truly believe she would have had a longer life. She could have probably had some clothes and stuff like that. She could have had like like her own designer clothes. And she definitely had potential. Again, it's just sad that she landed on drugs and it's that she didn't have a chance to live her life fully to the fullest. And just to see how far she made it, that alone speaks for itself. And I'm very impressed with that, because it's hard for somebody to try to become a solo artist, to have a solo career as an artist, to sing and stuff like that, and then also to star in several movies. And The Last Dragon became one of the cult classic movies of all times, where she will always be known for that role. And I really wish I could have seen her in several more movies. Had she not passed away and not landed on drugs, it would have been nice to see her in other movies and to see her portray like other characters, because I believe she would have, she had the potential. She definitely had the charisma. She had, a sense of style about her. And she was, again, a very attractive woman, beautiful, sexy, charming. Just watching her in interviews, just the way she would flirt, but that killer smile just really did it for me. And you can tell that, again, she wasn't just conceited, like, oh, I'm thinking about myself, because they've even asked her, like, oh, are you beautiful? She was just like, I think I'm okay, or whatever it was, that she said. And that alone is more of a turn on for a guy, because a woman that's conceited, who's constantly like, oh, well, I look good, this and that, that's truly a turn off. For me, it is, because if a girl's already beautiful and now you're gonna act like that you're all high and mighty, yeah, that's just a turn off for me. I'm not gonna sit there and you know what I'm saying, and really find you attractive. That's just gonna make you ugly. Anyway, so back to Vanity. And it's a shame she didn't play in Purple Rain. It would have been good to see her in that role that Apollonia took. And Apollonia was a very beautiful woman at her young age, and she definitely had an attractiveness to her, but somehow just Vanity is way more attractive to me than Apollonia was. I see it as Vanity had just her facial structure she was just stunning. She had beautiful eyes. Watching The Last Dragon on Blu-ray, I did notice in the car scene that I believe it's her right eye is slightly lighter than her left eye. And I didn't really notice it on the DVD, but I did notice it on the Blu-ray. But anyway, my aunt loved Vanity, and she loved Denise Mathews. I'm not too sure if my aunt might have met her or not, because again, my aunt knows Timok, and so I'm not sure if she might have met her during the time. Again, I was young, so it's not like I was hanging out with my aunt and like seeing certain people, like certain celebrities and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to make a tribute to Denise Mathews, also known as Vanity, and may God bless her soul, and may she rest in peace. Also, what I wanted to mention that I forgot to mention is that she also played a role in the TV series Friday the 13th, the series. There's an episode with her on there. I don't remember the name of it, but you can definitely check it out by tracking it down. Alright, so I found it. So here's the email that I had sent to her, and you can see she has a reply. And again, she was just such a wonderful person. So I just wanted to share this email with you guys. Alright guys, so here's the book. So I'm gonna open it up, and you can see right there, she autographed it for me. She put a little face there. She did the same thing for my aunt's book. Now let me change the pages here, this way you guys can see. And get to some pages over here. And you'll be able to see, let me go towards the end here. Try to see if I can kind of zoom out just a bit. And you can see right here that she also includes some photos in the book. There's more pictures and stuff like that of her. When she was a little girl. So that is it. There you have it. That is it. That's the book that I got from Denise Mathews Vanity herself. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, the tribute video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later, guys.